Good morning world from the beautiful Siargao Island. After days of terrible weather, we have an incredible sunshine morning. Absolutely glorious out here today. So it's nearing the end of the year and I wanted to update you guys on our plans for 2025. If you're new here, you probably won't know that we bought some land in General Luna, which is the popular part of Siargao. And we haven't really done any developing. We did a bit of deep well drilling and that was it. The land that we have has an electricity supply already and we have found water when we drilled 30 meters down. That was good news, but we haven't done any other infrastructure development. We don't have a road. We don't really even have a proper fence, just a kind of nature's fence that was kind of like there when we bought it. Oh my god, my hair. I washed with shampoo yesterday and the top that I don't wash with shampoo every day, and it's just like got really furry and it's going right in my eyes. It's so annoying. So I'll start with the good news about the land, which is our last land repayment will finish in March 2025. March, April. That means the monthly repayments that have been sucked up by this will finally be gone, and we'll be able to use some of that money, or maybe all of that money, to sink into the building process, to get the land ready for the prefabricated house that we still want to do with the Manila-based CUBO company. So you must have seen a lot of us plans talking about building with a prefabricated house, and there are plenty of prefab options available here in the Philippines now. There used to be only like one or two, but to be honest, looking at the quality and the development and the sustainability of most of the projects here, CUBO, spelt with a C, is still the best option in our mind. So we really want to go through with it. I'm going to get back in touch with their team to restart the process. There'll be like a new repricing structure because we've left it so long trying to gather the funds that we're probably going to need another quote for the same house because material prices would have changed. Hopefully they've got cheaper, I don't know. We'll find out. So that's what's happening in my mind right now. Hopefully freeing up that money will allow us to really push forward with this. Something that's been on our minds for the last 2 years. It's been quite stressful actually, trying to manage the repayments and travel and make sure Story's getting a good education, she's getting a good social integration with the people here, and just our own mental health, you know, making sure we feel like we are like doing the right thing. Hold on, there's a bunch of fishermen coming and I don't want Poppy to run off there. Alright, I'm turning back. Normally when Poppy gets near to the local fishermen, she starts like sniffing their bags and getting really close up to whatever they've got, and I don't want to bother them. So everyone's very friendly, it doesn't really matter, but I just don't want to bother them. Heading back towards the house now. It's very hot. Back on the subject of the house, Sacha and I are also now planning to try and see if we can organize the land so that we can put 3 properties on there. One 100 square meter house for us, our family home that we're going to keep forever, and a smaller kind of granny annex where people can come and visit, family can come and stay for as long as they want, and when there's no one there we could perhaps rent it out, I don't know. And then a third house which will be like hidden away on the property, but somewhere between the size of the big house and the small house, so it's a little bit more comprehensive. So we think it's possible with some smart planning, and we need to like make sure we can lay a road pattern out that doesn't disturb each of the properties or too much of the land as well. We don't want to disturb too much of the trees. We know it's possible, and I'm actually thinking about hiring a landscaper locally on the island, like a professional landscaper, to come. When I say landscaper, I mean like a kind of landscape architect, like somebody who can really figure out how to make best use of the land without disturbing too much of the nature there. So that's what we're thinking, and we're hoping that by like mid next year, we will already be deep into the build, and there should be a delivery before it gets to the rainy season for the following year. So we're still going to be in this house hopefully for another year. That's the plan. We don't want to leave here just like while that's happening, of course, because we'll have nowhere to go, and we'll still be able to visit and make sure that everything's going well. So that's what's happening so far. That's the initial plan for next year. I'm kind of excited by it, but also scared of it. But literally all comes down to money. The main reason why we haven't built the house already was because the land repayments were so high, because we wanted to get it paid off as quickly as possible, like within 2 years, that we basically just didn't have any left over for travel and the build. So that's the update on the house. I know you guys have been like, what's going on? What happened to that land that you bought? Did you sell it? No, we didn't sell it. To be honest, here in the Philippines, buying and selling, like flipping properties, it's not profitable. It could be, but I mean, the value of the land, the value of the condos and everything went up, but so did the supply. Like loads of people are selling land. Loads of people are selling condos. There's an oversupply of condos in Manila right now. It's becoming a problem for people. Nobody can sell the stuff that they bought. So I say, as a general rule here, if you buy anything property-wise, it's to live in or to give to the next generation. It's not to flip for profit like what we do in the UK. Buy, give it a lick of paint, sell it for like an extra 30 grand, move on. That doesn't really work here. And if you do try and sell property, it takes years. So we were never really planning on trying to like buy the land as an investment to sell, but at the same time, its value has gone up over time. We'll see. It's more about building our castle, you know, somewhere where we can actually feel like is our home, that we can always return to, so that whether we're traveling for a long extended period of time, we always have that place that is ours and where all our tools live and all of our stuff lives. Yeah, that's the dream. I know that a lot of you guys that follow our channel also follow some of the other creators that have been here for the same amount of time as we have, or they've passed through. And pretty much all the guys that bought condos here in the city, round about when we were thinking about it too, or talking about it at least, can't sell them. And they're all trying to sell them too, which I don't know why. I don't know why they're trying to sell them. But yeah, I mean, I watched on the news the other day that they've just built so many condos in Manila now that there's no point in buying one off of someone else. You might as well just buy a new one, because the price is going to be the same. Unless they drop their price significantly and make a huge pay cut, then they're pretty much not going to be able to sell those condos. So I'm very much glad that we didn't buy one of those like Mega Mall, Mega World condo deals where it's like rent to buy. Would have been fine if we were staying in the city for indefinitely, but yeah, because we're not, this was always the best plan for us, because we plan on keeping this house as our family house like as long as we can. You know, can't really say for it, because I know you never really own anything, but yeah, as long as we're alive and Story gets a good life out of it too. That's the plan anyway. All right guys, look at this land update here. Check it out. I think this is the shower that Ate Jane is building. They've got this nice little cobbled area, coralled area, and that was the platform they were building. And then they've got this new CUBO here, which is nearly finished. Let's have a closer look. Come on, Poppy, let's have a closer look at that new CUBO, because it looks nice. Come on. Good girl. The steps. So that's the original CUBO there. You've seen us in there many times, enjoying the view. This is the big guest house. This is the wonderful work they just finished. It looks like a heart shape, it's cute. This has been here for years. It's never really been used for anything. People use it as a table, like when they do parties here and stuff. And then the brand new CUBO. I like these bamboo seating edges they've done here. Bamboo looks really good. And then they've done the Nipa roof and covered it with this to stop it from blowing away. And yeah, that's the update. Pretty cool. Lots of bamboo here. Look how thick that is. Really nice. Also there you can see our house. The side window that was broken and the door that we never use has been covered with this local native blind, which is doing wonders for keeping the rainwater out. Absolute wonders. No more water leaks coming in through that. You saw me sloshing it all away. Success. Very, very happy with that. It's a temporary solution, but it's a very good one. Hello dogs. Hello Shine. Why didn't you join us today? No. Sulako's got a bit of a cough. I think I'll keep him away. Don't you catching anything, Pops? It's incredibly paradisic, especially this new archway here with the bougainvillea. It's like one of my favourite plants in the whole world. Love that. Alright, let's go home. It's actually a power cut again today, I don't know why, but luckily our solar's kicked in, of course. Our solar's always kicked in, and we have air conditioning running, and I think the girls are still asleep, so I'll keep my voice down. So you can see the AC current is offline again. We are 100% battery, completely full, and only generating this amount because that's all we're using. So that's normally what happens with the solar. If I turn on more appliances, this will start overpowering because the battery's full. So to be honest, we could do with another battery, but they're expensive. AC's on, and yep, the grid is off because this switch has gone over here. And it's pretty incredible how fast people forget about the time you spend without electricity. It's only been about a week since they brought the power back online after that massive power cut situation we had for 2 weeks. And when you speak to people here, you know, all the generators have gone into storage. Nobody's interested in solar anymore. And it's like, what happened? You know, when everyone was desperate, when it was bad, everyone was like, yes, we need solar, we need generators, we need a backup solution. And then the grid comes back briefly and everyone's like, yeah, no, we're fine. I speak to some of our neighbours and I speak to some hotel owners and they're like, yeah, no, generator seems to be okay. But they're still not really considering the real benefit of building that proper solar powered backup for yourself. I mean, for us, it's just a no-brainer. It's been so good. And I know that when you're talking about the hospitality industry for like resorts and hotels, you need a lot more power, but then they're generating more money, aren't they? For us, especially as just having a home setup that is comfortable, it definitely makes sense to have a solar setup, especially when you get so much sunshine here. I mean, this is like our winter time. Normally we get quite bad weather, but if you have enough solar panels, even when the clouds are out, you still generate energy. So moving all of this system, of course, to the new house when that happens. But for now, we're just enjoying having that backup plan. I would definitely love to purchase another one of these 10 kilowatt hour batteries for our new house. So we've got a series set up because then we would really be sorted if there's any energy problems. In my opinion, that is the best way to build a life that works for you here in the Philippines. Okay, that's it from me today. I'm going to keep it short and simple. Got some pancakes to cook after this, so hope you enjoyed this update. A little bit of a house and home thing. I know you guys have been questioning it and wondering what we've been up to, so I thought I'd give you guys that, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.